Hello my dear children, how are you all? Hope you all are fine over there. Once again welcome to our physics class. Children, in the previous session we had discussed about the velocity time graph, and we also discussed the nature of velocity time graph for different types of motion. And do you remember the nature of velocity time graph for an object moving with uniform acceleration? Yeah, it will be a straight line with a constant slope. But in that case, that straight line was passing through the origin. Okay, but if we consider a graph like this is also a velocity time graph for an object moving with uniform acceleration. But the difference is that this graph doesn't start from origin. It means the object has got some initial velocity. That's why the graph is not starting from origin. If the initial velocity is 0, that means if the object is starting from rest, then in such cases we can consider the graph as starting from origin. So this is also the velocity time graph for an object moving with uniform acceleration. And my dear children, if an object is moving with uniform acceleration, it is possible to relate the position, displacement and velocity of the object with the help of some equations. And these equations are known as equations of motion. So today we are going to talk about equations of motion. So I repeat, what do you mean by equations of motion? Whenever an object is moving with uniform acceleration, we can relate the position, velocity and acceleration of that object with the help of a certain set of equations. And these equations are known as equations of motion. We have three such sets of equations of motion which are given here. Okay, which is the first equation of motion? V is equal to u plus at. And you are familiar with the terms V, u and a. V is the final velocity, u initial velocity, a is the acceleration and t is the time. This is the first equation of motion, and this is the second equation of motion. S means displacement. It is not the speed, it is displacement. S is equal to ut plus half at square. And next, the third equation of motion is 2as equal to v square minus u square. Again, this S is displacement, it's not the speed. So these are the three sets of equations of motion. And we have to study the derivations of these three equations of motion one by one. So let's discuss the derivation of first equation of motion. Children, be ready with your notebook and pen and note down the lecture notes of this derivation so that it will be helpful for you. So I told you we need to derive this first equation of motion V equal to u plus at from this velocity time graph. And we have considered this type of velocity time graph where the object has got some initial velocity. Okay, so the object is starting from this point and this is the final point of that object. So this is the velocity axis. So this point, which corresponds to the initial position of the object, represents the initial velocity u. And this point, which corresponds to the final position of the object, the velocity corresponding to this point, let it be v. So which is our final velocity? This distance is our, this distance is our initial velocity and this distance is our final velocity. Next, we can name this point. Let this point be A, let this point be B. From B, draw one normal towards the time axis, and from A also draw one normal towards this line. Okay, then let this point be C, let this point be D. Okay, and here also we have one more point, let that point be E. So we have different points A, B, C, D and E. Now OA, right? So this OA is equal to our initial velocity u. So let me write that OA is equal to u, and this OA is equal to DC, right? Because OA and DC is parallel to each other. So this OA is equal to DC. So OA is equal to u, and that is equal to DC. Or we can write like this: OA equal to DC equal to u. Next, what is OE? OE, this is OE. OE is equal to final velocity v. OE is equal to final velocity v. So OE is equal to, and this OE will be equal to BC, right? OE will be equal to BC, both are parallel. So OE equal to BC equal to final velocity v. Then AD, this is AD. AD is equal to OC, right? So AD is equal to OC equal to what? This OC is along the time axis, so we can consider that as equal to time t. So these are the data that is obtained from this particular graph. OA equal to DC equal to u, OE equal to BC equal to final velocity v, and AD equal to OC equal to time t. And we are supposed to substitute all these expressions in our derivation part. So let's start. Here, in order to derive this first equation of motion, we are starting with our final velocity. So what is our final velocity? Final velocity is OE or BC. We are considering this BC expression. So BC is equal to, what is BC? BC is equal to BD plus DC, right? BC is equal to BD plus DC. So just write BD plus DC. From this, what is BD? BD equal to BC minus DC. Okay. That is BD equal to, what is BC? BC is equal to V. So substitute that. BC is V minus DC. And what is DC? DC is equal to initial velocity u. So just substitute V minus u. Let this be our equation number 1. BD equal to V minus u. That means BD is equal to change in velocity. Now, what is our acceleration equation? We had already studied. Acceleration A is equal to V minus u by t. Right? And now we got an expression for V minus u. What is V minus u? From equation 1, V minus u is equal to BD. So just write BD here. Instead of V minus u, you can write BD by t. Okay. Then what is BD? A equal to BD by t. Then what is BD now? Therefore BD equal to A into t. Right? So let this be our equation number 2. So we got two expressions for BD. One is BD equal to V minus u, and second one is BD equal to AT. So the LHS of equation 1 and equation 2 is same. So we can equate the RHS part. So when you equate the RHS part, you will get V minus u. That is the RHS of first equation. And what is the RHS of second equation? It is AT. So V minus u equal to AT. From this, what is V? Therefore V equal to, bring this minus u to the RHS side. When minus u comes to RHS side, it will be plus u. So u plus AT. Thus we have derived our first equation of motion. It's very easy, just you need to focus on the graph. So we need to start from the final velocity BC. And what is BC? BC is BD plus DC. So therefore BD equal to BC minus DC. And what is BC? BC is final velocity V. DC is initial velocity u. So BD is equal to V minus u. And also we know acceleration A equal to V minus U by T. So what is V minus U? V minus U is BD. So BD by T. Therefore BD equal to AT. Then compare both the equations. So you will get V minus U equal to AT. Therefore V equal to U plus AT. So this is the derivation for the first equation of motion. Practice it thoroughly. It's very important.